Okay, g'day again. Alright, well, I spoke about this in the last video. I'd previously made up a socket thing to torque up this nut around the pinion gear, which holds the whole shaft into the box. And I've had an issue with trying to keep it on the nut, and yeah, I've had lumps of wood chopped in there and things like that. It doesn't really work that well, so I made myself yet another special tool, and I'll take it off and show you in a minute. And I've already done it up to 100 pound. Thought I'd spare you the 10-15 minutes of taking it off, putting it back on whenever it's pretty slow. So yeah, and I've got a block of wood stuck on here, which you can't really see at the moment. I'll show you that shortly too. And yeah, the block of wood is to stop the gearbox from tipping. So let's get it torqued up to 150 pound. That's it. Okay. Yeah. In here, what I've done is I've got this little plate. I'll take that off and show you in a sec. Yeah, that's my other special tool that I made up. As I said, I already made 2 videos on how I made that. Yeah, this is why it's so slow. And down in there, you've got this gear, which you can't really see at the moment. I'll show you in a sec, but you can't go a full turn. You can only turn from here to here, because that's like you start at the gear, when you turn and it hits the gear, you got to take it off, put it back on, so on. So it's pretty slow, but it works. So hopefully I can take it off this stand thing now without switching the video off. So I've done twice already. This is the 3rd attempt at making this video. I bought myself a tripod, but I still haven't got a thing to attach my camera. So yeah, a little bit of light in there. Yeah. See this down here? This is the reverse gear shaft, and that runs right over the top, right next to, within a couple of millimetres of that nut. So that's why you have to have that cutout in it, and why you can only do that little bit at a time. And obviously, as you can see, this is full of dirt. There's going to be another washout in here before I assemble any more of it. But yeah, that was the reason, because this was all tacked in place, which is how I do things. You can do things by measurement and angles and do all that, and you still won't get it right. So 9 times out of 10 you won't get it right. Wherever you can tack it in place and then finish welding it, well, if it's in place, it's in the right place. So yeah, take these off. You can see down there, bit of pipe, just pushes against the casing, and yeah, I've got a this is a bit of threaded rod, nut welded on it pretty roughly, another nut welded on the bit of pipe, and you just wind that out. You don't need that hard up against the torque bar. One, you don't want to damage your torque bar, and secondly, you don't want to put a strain on it. I think I just mentioned that already anyway, repeating myself. But yeah, that's all it is. Simple little thing. So yeah, on the back here, that's how I stop the gearbox from rolling. And that's as simple as a bit of wood with 2 holes drilled in it. Throw 2 bolts through the holes. As I said, they're not even done up. They're just sitting there. Plenty good. So. Okay, that'll do for the moment. And got another thing I want to show in here. Yeah, I've got a. Oh, I know what I'll show actually while I've got this open and the light on it. Okay. This here, this is your main drive shaft that goes into the clutch and the flywheel. And yeah, I'll show you how to put it on one-handed anyway. Because yeah, you need to attach that. Had me going for a little while as to how you get it off. But put that on it. This engages with first gear. Pull that out, and the other part of the shaft, as you can see, there's a thread, 8mm thread. You just put in there, do it up. You don't have to do it up tight, you just do it up till it engages, and you actually have to turn it back just a touch because you've got to line those splines up. So yeah, the bolt only stops it from pulling in and out, you know, like pulling in and out this way. It doesn't actually, I said this is why you don't need to, it wouldn't hold anyway, you know. There's no way they'd hold the torque of the engine onto the back wheels. It'd yeah, just tear it out. And yeah, there's a slot there. There's a little circlip that goes on there. And yeah, my circuit was all stretched and crappy, and I didn't have another one the same, so I've got a C-clip that I put on that. Goes on, it's easy to get on and off anyway. So yeah, so that's how you get that shaft off. Yeah, just slide it up and you unwind it, unscrew it. And yeah, I've kept the spare out of the other gearbox now, and I use that to line up my new clutch. So yeah, it's a clutch aligning tool. So anyway, we'll leave it at that for the moment, and I've got oil on my hands. Try to switch off, and yeah, there'll be another update soon, because I'm going to do something else soon. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.